I'm currently doing this for the third time. I'm trying to resolve my intercooler issues. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and I think I need a guest episode. We need something fast and a convertible. Who can I call?
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Now, over the last year, I've been really, really lucky to meet some people with some incredible builds. It's been an absolutely amazing journey so far, but there's one thing I haven't done with regards to guests, and that is a nostalgia trip. Not looking at modified cars, but going back and looking at the cars that I personally missed out on. And it just so happens that I have this. Now, I was talking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and I said, you know, the funny thing is I've never even sat in an M3, let alone driven one. And he said, well, we can change that. So here we are, and I've got the owner. Thank you for coming along, buddy. Are you good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Right, so first of all, thank you so much for coming down and bringing me this car. As we discussed a few weeks ago, this is my first experience of an M3, and I feel really, really bad because they're such iconic and popular cars, particularly this model. And it's just kind of passed me by, and we're looking at a 20-year-old car, and this is my first experience of it. So how long have you had this, first of all?
I've had this about a year.
And you've always liked M3s, haven't you? Yeah,
I have always liked M3s.
But it's not. But this is actually your first one, isn't it?
This is my first one. Yeah.
So what else have you had?
Well, I've been into BMWs for probably about the last 20 years. So I've had everything from E30s right up to the E90 Shape 3 Series.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back, I've had E30 318 IS, 328i Sport, 330i Saloon, 330i Convertible, E90 330 Saloon. We've always had other BMWs on the driveway, just as workhorses.
You've got
like
X5 at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, we've had all the X5s, all three of them, all 1, 2 and 3 marks, X3s. Yeah, all sorts. So I'm a BMW fan, as you can tell.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention the hoodie, but you know what? It's actually, that is one of my favourite looking Beamers of all time. I forget, is it the 3003 or something?
That's it. Yeah, that's where it all started, wasn't it? With the M touring cars, really. It was the this is the CSL. The 3-litre CSL.
I met somebody recently who's got one of those, and I've been trying to get him on the channel, but he's one of those people that doesn't want to be on camera. And I was like, it's fine, give me the car, I'll drive it. And it's like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
I'll come and do that video with you.
You'll come and do that video with me. So, okay, so why? Right. Now we've had a few discussions off camera. Why is this your favourite model? I mean, I'm asking a rhetorical question. It's a stunning looking car.
It is.
But why is this your favourite model of M3?
Yeah, I think it's my favourite looking model of M3. I think you know first of all, the E30 M3s are just unobtainable at the moment. They're just
they are silly money, aren't they?
They're so rare, and they're impractical to sort of use every day. The E36s are a little bit fragile. There's not many of those around. A lot of them have been modified. Whilst there's still ones out there that have been modified to this, there's still a fair few that you can get that are, you know, genuine unmodified cars. It's the last of the naturally aspirated M-Power cars, which is the appeal as well, really. So you can't argue when you drive one, really. They're incredibly well balanced and well planted. So,
well, hopefully I'm going to find out today, because I seem to remember you said that I could have a go in it.
You're welcome to have a go.
Well,
you've got to see what you're like. So
So what engine has this got in it? Because I'm a little bit hazy with my BMW. So what size engine is this?
Yeah, so this is the 3.2 litre straight six.
Yeah.
It produces 343 brake horsepower standard. So,
and this is all to the rear wheels, isn't it?
All to the rear wheels,
yeah. So hence the ridiculously sized tyres on the back of it.
That's right, yeah. So,
well, the paintwork looks great. There's a little bit of work that needs doing to the wheels, but nothing like serious, but it's in great condition. Yeah. Can we take it for a drive?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely, let's go.
Excellent. Yeah. So tell me again, which cars did you, which versions of the 46 did you have before? Did you say you had the 330?
So I've had two 330s.
Right.
I've had a 330 convertible and a 330 saloon, both sports, both manuals. I've always gone for sports and manuals with all the BMWs that I've had, they've always been either the M-Tech or M-Sport trim, and always been a manual gearbox. I just enjoy the sort of the way they drive.
Yeah. I totally get it, because going out in this today, this just sits on the road so well.
Yeah.
And I'm presuming this sits better as the M3 than the 330s did.
It does.
It's stiffer,
it does.
bigger wheels, is it?
Stiffer, certainly bigger wheels. These are 19s. The 330s, both the 330s I had 18-inch, both completely standard MV1 and MV2 type wheels. These have got the 19-inch wheels, which initially when you get in the car, it does feel a lot heavier to drive, but once you get going, like any car, it's pretty agile.
Of
pretty
course.
direct. Yeah.
Have you always wanted one of these M3s since they came out, or was it like
think
something
I
that
have,
a few years
yeah.
later you started looking back at it and wanting one?
No, definitely. I've always liked them ever since they came out. I think they came out late 99, early 2000s. I think the first ones were coming out. I think I probably first remember seeing them at like the Earls Court Motor Show or something, and going to sit in one and thinking these are awesome. But you know, my love for M cars was well before that, back to sort of the E30 era, really, with E30s and E36s. But I'm only in the part of my life when I can afford an M3. so that's
And a 20-year-old one.
That's right, and a 20-year-old one of that.
No,
yeah,
in
exactly.
fairness, no offence, you know I like my old cars, but like this is just I prefer the cars from this era.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of struggle with some of the more modern cars of any sort of brand,
Yeah.
but because I feel like they've lost their character. Whereas this is just like you get in it,
Yeah.
and it's like seeing an old friend. What's it like to meet your heroes?
It's very enjoyable. I mean, I drive it every day. It is my daily driver.
It is your daily, isn't it?
It is
Yeah.
my daily driver, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been into driving any car that I've had daily, and I think, you know, why not? It's life's too short, really, so you've got to enjoy these things. So
You know, I was just literally looking down at the mileage, and I completely forgot you telling me this has got 86,000 miles on it from new, and it's a 2005 car. So it's a
right.
20-year-old car that's done less than 5,000 miles a year.
yes, yeah.
That's if no one's clocked it.
Yeah, that's right. That is if no one's clocked it. Yeah, unless I've been completely done over. So, yeah, I mean,
it's in really good health.
Yeah,
you know? The
it
car
is in good
looks
health.
like an 80,000 mile car.
Yeah,
So
it is. It's definitely an 80,000 mile car. It's a well used car. It's a daily driver, so it's you know, it's no garage queen. It's in terms of its if you look at it up close, but it's durable, it's usable, and it's tight, really, which is what I wanted it to be. So that was the priority, really, something that could be reliable and tight to drive. So yeah.
So
yeah.
have I ever driven? I've had like some X5s over the years, and they were workhorses. I think the only BMW I've driven, apart from the X5s that I've owned personally. But obviously, the most recent one was the E46 that was on the channel,
I saw
where
that
we put
on
the
the
short
channel.
shift on it and drove around the New Forest, and that
Yeah.
was so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, a 90s car that I thought would, you know, be rattly and horrible, and it just drove really, really well.
Yes,
And again, this,
yeah.
you know, this thing getting in, it said 20-year-old car, and it feels so tight. But I have never driven an M-powered
Yeah.
BMW, so this is a new experience for me as well. How far are we going, by the way?
I know. When do you want me to turn around?
We were going to turn around about 4
We were,
miles
we
ago.
were, I know. Yeah, that's where I got lost.
I mean, I'm doing the same thing as you. I'm doing this DeLorean up to be my daily, because I don't want to be in. I mean, you've seen these cars parked on the drives over here. I don't want to drive an electric car. I don't even want to be in a modern car, because I haven't really felt any real attachment to modern cars.
Yes.
So obviously, when we get a moment, I want to hear
We'll
how
swap.
this. I want to hear how. No, not swapping. I want to hear how this sounds.
No,
So you know,
okay.
I'm never going to drive this in anger. I want to have a go at it just to feel how it drives. But I certainly don't want to, you know, abuse the privilege.
Sure.
But you can.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely sound to it as well, but it's not that puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's quite infectious, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, this, I mean, apart from being an absolutely glorious day, has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. And as I said at the beginning, one of the things that I'm getting out of doing this channel is not only like the rebuilding the cars and meeting people with crazy, you know, conversions and, you know, restorations and all the rest of it, but also getting to meet the cars that I should have put more time and effort into over the years. And this is one that passed me by.
Right.
And I'm really I'm looking at this now and going, I'm only gaining the experience of what this car's like 20 years later than everyone else.
Yeah.
But I don't, it's not like, oh, I'm sitting and watching a movie and it's aged 20 years and now it's not relevant. I've got in this thing, it could have been manufactured yesterday, and it's just an absolute joy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm more excited about this than actually getting in a BMW that was manufactured yesterday. So this has been an incredible experience. And thank you so much for coming out with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, Sam. My pleasure.
Considering what some of the people drive when they're doing YouTube channels, me driving my first M-powered BMW must seem pretty sedate. But I think it's actually quite a nice milestone for me, because these aren't cars that I've ever really kind of gone after, but I knew I had to do at some point. And I'm really grateful that I've got a buddy that's willing to let me get into his one, and not only any M Sport car, but a 2005 M3 in beautiful condition, and a convertible. Kind of moved the seat around a bit, hope he doesn't mind. This is lovely. It is so planted, and what I'm finding at the moment is I'm going back to all these old cars, and I get to drive new cars as well. I don't really record any for the channel because I'm not really that interested in them. They don't do much for me. I find the experience of getting in a new car a little bit like going to the dentist. It's all right, and you know, it's just one of those things you have to do sometimes, but it's just not something I choose to do on a daily basis. But this is, what a wonderful car. So, as I said, Nick's had it for about a year, and it's a car that he wanted for a long, long time. And it was just about time to go out, and obviously 20 years old, it's getting harder and harder to find low mileage ones that have been well looked after. And this is in incredible condition. And I just wanted to have an opportunity to get my hands on it and just feel what it's like for myself. So I've got a few miles just to enjoy it. I say a few miles, he's back at the car now, and he can't really stop me going off in it anywhere. So maybe we'll go for a little bit further than I said. Right, I suppose we should see what this does. This does not disappoint at all. Wow. It's just, as I said when Nick was driving it earlier on, it's just got this wonderful delivery of the power. It's not so raw that you feel like it's going to kill you. It's just, oh, it's just tuneful and an absolute pleasure. Nick, thank you so much for letting me drive this. I'm having the time of my life. This is amazing. What a great car. What an amazing day. I like this job.